Hello, and welcome to a new episode with your host, Vinney Chopra. I'm so excited to have you here as we dive deep into the world of real estate investing, syndications, abundance mindset, and building generational wealth. We are excited to be in the top 1.5% of the real estate podcasts. Got number 11 actually out of top 50 real estate syndication podcasts. Thanks to you. Each episode, we bring powerful insights, expert guests, and actionable strategies to help you take your investing game to the next level. Whether you are a seasoned investor or just getting started, if you love what you hear, please take a moment to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and follow me on social media so that we can never miss an episode. Your support helps us continue sharing valuable content with more people like you. Now let's jump into today's episode. Thank you.
Welcome back, Alchemist. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinney Chopra, who's on a walk today. Vinney, you're in a new location.
Yes.
I don't recognize it.
This is a different location nearby my neighborhood. And I thought, let's come out. It's such a beautiful day today. No, I'm right here, brother. Yeah, very excited.
So today's principle we're diving into is Wealth Principle 45. Invest in assets that increase time, energy, or income streams. Vinney, you seem to know about all of those things. By the way, happy birthday. It is 73 years young.
73. I feel like I'm 37, brother. Reverse. I've been saying everybody yesterday, hey, I'm 1 year younger, 1 year younger. You got to say that to your subconscious. Because if you say that, I'm telling you, it does wonders for us. Don't say, oh my gosh, I'm 73 now. No, you say, I'm less. I'm only 49 or I'm only 59, whatever it takes. But the key thing is to hack it. It's called hacking the subconscious so that your body starts believing and then your energy starts flowing. It's mind-boggling how
Would
it
you
can
say
help.
you feel more energy when you say that?
Yeah, definitely. I believe in that because action cures fear. And by telling your subconscious doesn't know good from the bad, by the way. Subconscious is a movie camera that keeps on taking film of everything happening in our life, but they don't know good from the bad. So by hacking it, by just telling your subconscious, hey, I'm younger, I'm everything what I just mentioned, and believe in that, then you will see your energy getting better and positivity flowing and all that stuff.
I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, we do this every Thursday at 9 a.m. PST or 12 p.m. EST, unless Vinny or myself are traveling, in which case we do our best to show up, but life comes first. So there's a couple of principles that tie into this main principle. The first being time is the ultimate asset. Rich people understand this, high net worth individuals understand this, but I would notice when people are younger, they don't realize the value of time. They'll spend their time doing their own oil changes. Myself, I used to do my own oil changes, change my own brakes. And as I got a little bit older, I realized I could pay somebody else to do that. But then I was doing things like cutting the grass. And it wasn't until I was 25 years old that I realized I should pay somebody else to cut the grass, even after I had multiple lawns. Vinny, when did you start realizing that time was such a valuable asset?
Oh my God, you just brought back the memories, brother. My $700 Mustang. No, Mustang? No, I didn't buy that. Maverick. And I used to buy $3.95 oil and then change it myself with the hydraulic, how it was to lift it up and everything. Anyway, those days they were there and I needed to do it, didn't have money. But then we went to 1995 oil changers where you just take the car in and so forth. So I would say Alan Lankin's book really helped a lot. How to control your time and control your life. That I picked up about 35, 40 years back, to be truthful. I still remember it. I have a copy in my office. The thing is, what's the most important thing I should be doing right now? So it's a utilization of time, what you will be gaining from it. Activities take time, every kind of thing. When we get up in the morning, brushing this, that, all, everything, right? Then driving time is, again, we can listen to tapes and this, that. So just making sure that we are using time to the hill. people tell me, they say, Vinny, I'm using my time wisely. I am. I'm just so focused and everything. But you know what? No. Focused in what? What activities? 80-20 rule is so important in time usage. What we are doing in the 80% of the time, we are going to get 20% of the result. But the key thing is other way around also. If you're using 20% of your time in the most important activities, you'll get 80% of the result.
So,
So,
ladies and gentlemen, let me explain this to you. Vinny just high leveled us on how he leverages his time, but I want to share something for you that I heard from Grant Cardone. And Vinny, I would like to find your opinion on this. I remember you had 185 property managers. Is that accurate?
yes, no, we had
So,
164 total people, total team members, right?
okay,
168 or something.
164. Okay.
68 or something, 168, yeah. And then the thing was, it was HR department, accounting, 5 people full time. And then we had asset managers, regional managers, property managers, community managers were depending on the properties. Like I had 40 properties or 37 at the peak or something. So 37 asset managers. Some larger properties had assistant community managers, then leasing agents and all. Sorry. And then
Here's where I'm going with
HVAC.
this.
Yeah,
So,
tell me.
the person listening may be saying, why is Walter asking how many staff Vinny had? Vinny, you
Yeah.
only have 24 hours in a day. Is that true?
Yes.
You only have 24 hours in a day, but let's say you had 164 people times 8 hours. They're working 8 hours a day. That is
Mhm.
1,312 hours that Vinny Chopra is accomplishing tasks
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
single day.
Yeah.
That is a lot of hours that you're
It
accomplishing tasks. In
is.
fact, that's 165 days that you've worked in a single day,
In a
because
single
every
day.
single person, even if they're not working as many hours as you have 24 hours in a day. So maybe you're
Yeah.
not working 24 hours yourself, but your
Yes.
staff was. You had people overnight, you had people starting in the morning, you had people midday, you had people at night. So you had 1,312
168.
hours
Yeah,
of work
right.
being accomplished at a daily level. So time is valuable. And I think that when we start off, we hear this when we come into real estate, OPM, other people's money, other people's money. But I know that as you start developing, you start saying other people's time, which is why you start hiring these staff. I want to slide to the next one, creating streams, not buckets. Everybody's trying to make big swings of money, big chunks of money, but you focused on the micro. You focused on the small stuff, adding the next unit, adding the next unit, adding the next unit. You didn't tell me you had 300 buildings. You had 30 to 40
Oh,
buildings.
that's it. That's it.
And yet
Yeah.
you were getting a lot of streams from these 30 to 40 buildings. How many units did
Yeah.
you have at your peak in
I think
multifamily?
7,500, 7,600, something like that around there. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That's almost 8,000 doors
Yeah.
across
Yeah.
less than 40 buildings.
Yes. So they were high numbers. Of course, it was lower numbers in starting. Then we started getting into 150s, 200s, 250s, 300s, all that. I think my peak was 367 in one unit, one apartment, one complex. But the key thing I find, what you're saying is, it's not the team members you have, it's how motivated they are in using their time wisely. See, that's the biggest part. In organizations, the breakdown is not where it needs to be. The breakdown is where you want to really motivate your team members to use the Prado principle. We are talking about 2080, because 20% of their efforts will bring 80% of the results in leasing office, in a manager's office, in HVAC maintenance person's office, let's say, all those things. So how well they are trained, how well they have caught the vision where you want to go, and then bonuses. I used to give bonuses, I've mentioned many times, like in June, and also performance-based bonus, and then in end of November, because for the holiday season.
Hi friends, this is Vinney Chopra from here in Danville, California. And you might be saying, hey Vinny, what are these over here? I wrote this book a few years back Apartment syndication made easy. It became top seller. I came from India with $7 in my pocket. It says 500 million. It's going to be 1 billion very soon. I'm right at about 850, 900 million. And then I'm ready for the next billion. Actually, you will see that happening. 2 billion in this book also. The other book I wrote, which has been a very big positivity, has been my life. Always, I've been married 43 years with 2 children. And the beauty is to be positive, the mindset that can take you to all the places in the world. And that's the book that also became big seller. My third book, Senior Assisted Living, is coming. So do yourself a favor. Go ahead and click the link below to get free copies, audio copies of these books, even printed copies of these books. If you, printed means digital, if you can't afford it. But I would highly recommend for you to get these, or go to Amazon.com. Just go to Amazon. I got it in soft cover, in hardcover, in Kindle, in audio, also the Spanish version of this book also. So let's crush it, guys. I know you can be successful. I know you can do the kind of things that you want to do in life and have the streams of income and know how to really educate yourself so that you could become a strong force in this world in real estate. I know you can. So take that step. Don't just be on the sideline. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your education.
So you're talking about investing in training. I'm breaking this down because this principle is about how do we get more time? How do we get more money? How do we get more energy? You're looking at investing in the training of your people as a way to get your time back, to create more capital, to get more efficiencies, to get less stress in your life, because now they don't need to ask you questions if they're better trained. There's a line here you put in: protect and multiply your energy. Obviously, training is important. That can be done by other people. If you bring in the right people, you can have them trained. If you are acquiring investments that have streams of income versus just like, I know a lot of people do these flips. They do big flips, but you focus on things that create income. Yes, you may sell them for something bigger, but you always bought things that created income, which gave you more staff, which then you train well, which then creates more time for you. What do you do to protect your energy?
See, the thing is, I'm so glad you talked about income streams. See, lots of time, syndicators or fund managers, they are doing it just because they want to just propel. They want to make sure that the investors' money is utilized and they're chopping at the bit. You've got to look at the cash flow. Cash flow is king. The reason I started buying 3 years back was there was no cash flow in the game. There was no cash flow. And you cannot make wrong decisions for people because you definitely want to look at your assumptions. We talk about that, right? Assumptions to be very secure, under conservative is the word, so that you are able to look at not the cap rate, not anything, but cash flow. Yeah, that's so important. So by using your business plan, which we talk about all the time, you got to put your business plan into play so that the streams of cash flow keep on coming quarter after quarter. Yeah.
It's an impressive strategy that you've built. So your energy, we talked about it right at the beginning. You just tell yourself you're younger every year. That's a great way to increase and protect your energy. What are things you've had to do? I know that sometimes my energy, and this is not to blame anybody but myself, but sometimes my energy goes down if I'm around the wrong people. Sometimes my energy goes up if I'm around the right people. Sometimes my energy goes down if I think the wrong thoughts. Vinny, if I have a dirty, messy area in my house, sometimes that has an impact on my emotional energy. And it's embarrassing. I've let things like that stay there for days or weeks because I'm like, oh, I'll get to it on the weekend. And the weekend comes and I forget. And I've noticed those things actually have an impact on my energy. When I clean up my space, suddenly my energy goes up. What are some energy multipliers tools that you use to increase your energy, including the telling yourself you're younger every year, telling yourself you're getting healthier every year?
I would say definitely meditation is big, really big in my chanting in the morning, just to realign myself, to get my focus back in, and also taking some small periodic moment, 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes during the day. You got to have some time to rethink and regroup, because if you're not giving your best in every presentation, in every meeting, whether it's a lawyer or attorney or lender or investor, you want to prepare well so that you can deliver what they're looking for, right?
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. So it's slowing down to speed up. I always say that also. You got to slow down. If something is not right, take time to make it right. Like the one, I'm also very meticulous in the cleanliness and everything and office and all that. But we just running at such a fast speed. We just need to slow down.
I
By,
would say
yeah,
this
yeah,
is the number one challenge I've run into in the now a lot of my friends are not their net worth's not over 40 or 50 million. A lot of my friends are their net worth's around 5 million, 10 million, 15 million. I have a handful of friends who are in the 200, 100 million range, but
yes,
most all of them are very focused on their energy. Of all the things, they've gotten so good at their time. They've gotten so good at their investments. They've gotten so good at their efficiencies, but they find that their leverage is actually their energy. I see them traveling on trips to get their energy. I see them doing like you do meditation, you're chanting
yeah.
every single morning, you do your savers every single morning. This is where I see, and they're doing group events to get their mindset right. Now, I've never been one of those guys, Vinny. This is my fault and my mistake. I even used to laugh at Tony Robbins, and I used to laugh at these types of events where got men's events to get together and be real alphas and men. And I used to laugh at it, like, oh, this is silly. But this is what they're doing. This is what they're doing. They're seeking out places to get peace in their mind so they can handle all the pressure and the stress. So I think that if I said to a few of my high net worth people and I said, hey guys, would you like to go and do yoga with Vinny on a mountain, maybe in Utah? We fly out there for a few days. We do some hiking with Vinny. Is that something you would like to do? I almost think they'd rather that than spend a week on a webinar. Is that something you've seen too, that people just like to talk when they're around you and it makes them feel more at peace or nature?
This is very exciting what you just mentioned. Actually, I was a member of GoBundance. It's a great club, GoBundance, and I attended, and we were having fun all day long. And our meeting started at 4 o'clock in the evening, 4 to 7, 3 hours. We were able to accomplish so much. It was amazing. Speedboat, I still remember in Colorado, and going on snowmobiles and all. It was fantastic. So I think recreation is such a big part of our mind to take rest and be at ease and be ready to absorb. And you absorb. See, in every webinar or every training, it's not what's taught. I always say, what are we taking? Three things. Always I say that the books we read, what are 2 or 3 things that I can implement so that I can make myself better, companies better, decision making better, all those things, right? So we got to really put it down on paper, what we learned, and then follow it. That's where it breaks down. It breaks down in the following.
GoBundance. So funny you mentioned that. I have a meeting with a gentleman I got to jump to, but it is.
Yes.
I met a gentleman this week in Massachusetts. He's a part of GoBundance. He has 400 apartments. He started investing 5 years ago, and he's just really just exploding. He's doing it all in Massachusetts.
Wow. Wow.
And he said GoBundance was a big part of his life. And I keep being told I should join the GoBundance community. So I keep saying, hey guys, that's not my thing. I just grind. I just buy real estate. I just help people make their money. I buy houses. But it is something, and I think being a dad with a young child, I have this unfair advantage.
Yes.
Every day I'm having fun, I'm playing,
Yeah.
it's just a blast.
Yep.
You remember what it's like having little kids.
Totally.
It's
Yep.
very exciting. So,
Yeah.
Vinny, you've got your courses coming out. I know you've got your trainings that you're doing. So for somebody who wants to learn more about Vinny Chopra, what he's doing, he's going to be at the summit this year. He'll be at the 100 Millionaire Summit.
Yes.
So I'm calling it, Vinny, the Thursday night. I'm no longer calling it networking. I'm calling it networking with Vinny Chopra on Thursday night.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So we're gonna be getting together at the
Yes.
summit. That's October 23rd is networking with Vinny that night. But if you want to learn more about Vinny's courses, Vinny's trainings, go to vinnychopra.com. If you want to learn about Vinny's deals that he's doing, he's still doing deals. He's 93 years young and he's still operating. He's doing hotels, he's doing senior assisted livings, he's doing residential assisted livings. He's still selling his multifamilies. So if you want to get into some of Vinny's deals or learn more about him, go to vinnychopra.com. Or you can also go to vinnychopra.com/events and you can learn about Vinny's trainings. He has 2 trainings that are very unique that nobody else is doing anything like this, and does it on Eventbrite. We do this Abundance Thursdays. I want you to like, share, subscribe, mostly share. Just share this everywhere and drop something in the comments. Vinney Chopra is committed to building millionaires and helping millionaires get to financial freedom. Vinney, you got any statements that you want to give to somebody who's coming to the summit so they can better prepare their mindset to network with you?
Oh, you know what? See, the biggest thing is many times we go to a summit to get something back, right? But the thing is, you've got to bring yourself fully excited before the summit. You've got to be excited about your life, about the things that you are already accomplishing. And then the summit will give you a catalyst to take it to the next level. Because you can't just be totally unmotivated, let's say that, to come to the summit and say that we're going to restart. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, right? So that's what I would say, definitely. Please be ready and put your things into play and everything, all that stuff.
So good, Vinney. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, don't bring your goal. Don't come to the summit to write your goals. Bring your goals. Don't come to the summit to build your team. Bring your team. Cheers to your success. When you have a choice, always work with the best. We'll see you next week, Thursday, 9 a.m. PST.
9 a.m. PST. Thanks so much. See you.
Good seeing you, Vinney. Enjoy your walk, brother. I'll send you the recording.
Thank you, brother. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Dear friends, this is Vinney Smile Chopra. I am so glad you're listening to the episode. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Please share it with others who can really benefit also. Can I ask you a favor? Just a small favor. Less than a minute, if you could give 5-star reviews on iTunes or Stitcher, that'll go a long way. We are one of the top podcasts in real estate now in the nation, but it will really help a lot if you gave 5-star reviews, and we'll bring a lot more great content for you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, and see you in the next episode. God bless you. Bye-bye. Wow, what an incredible conversation today. I hope you got tons of value from this episode. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and follow me on social media to stay updated on all the things real estate, investing, abundance mindset, and wealth creation. If you're an accredited investor looking for exclusive investment opportunities, be sure to join our elite Monil Investors Club at vinnychopra.com/invest, where we share details of our future projects. Quick disclaimer, we are not selling any securities, and this podcast is strictly for educational and information purposes only. The opinions shared by our guests are their own and should not be considered financial or investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and consult with a financial professional before making any investment decisions. Thank you again for tuning in. Until next time, keep smiling, keep investing, and keep making a massive impact. God bless you.
Hey there! The upcoming episode is scheduled for Thursday. We appreciate your viewership of the Abundance Mindset Show. Tune in every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 12 p.m. Eastern on various social media platforms hosted by Vinney Chopra and Gualter Amarelo. Don't forget to subscribe, share your comments, and leave a 5-star review. Thank you for your support.